This is Gas Law Lecture number 8, Dalton's Law of Partial Pressures. Dalton's Law of Partial Pressures tells us that the total pressure of a gas in mixtures is equal to the sum of the partial pressures. So if we think of a mixture of gases, and let's say we have a container, so here's our container, and we have gas particles that are going off of the walls of the container. If this gas is a mixture, A and B, then the collisions of molecules A are creating its part of the pressure. And the collisions of molecule B on the surface are creating its part of the pressure. The term we use is partial pressure. So we say there's a partial pressure for A and a partial pressure for B. Dalton's law says that the total pressure equals the sum of the two partial pressures. So let's say that we're collecting a gas over water. So we have a gas that's collected over water. We're not even concerned yet what that gas is. At 20 degrees Celsius. If the total pressure is 770 millimeters of mercury, what is the partial pressure of the gas if water's vapor pressure is 17.5 millimeters of mercury? Well, what happens here is when we collect a gas over water, you know water evaporates. That's what it does. So if we have something, say we have a little pool of water and we're collecting a gas. Initially we have this container completely filled with water. As the gas bubbles up into the container, it's going to remove the water. So we may end up with this. Sitting up here is our gas. But because water evaporates to some extent at any given temperature, water itself is going up into that area. So to get the total pressure of the gas, I must subtract off the partial pressure of the water. So the total pressure of this gas or of this mixture is equal to the partial pressure of the gas plus the partial pressure of the water. Well, we know the total pressure is 770 millimeters of mercury. Partial pressure of our gas is unknown, but the partial pressure of water at this temperature is 17.5 millimeters of mercury. We can easily get the vapor pressure of water. You can Google it. There's tables. It's an easy number to obtain, well known throughout chemistry and physics. So I'm going to subtract 17.5 from 770, and I'll get 752 millimeters of mercury is the partial pressure of my gas. So in summary, Dalton's law tells us that in a mixture of gases, the total pressure is the sum of the partial pressures.